I mean, it's special. You know, you grow up your whole life wanting to play in the playoffs, and thanks to God that I've been able to be in the playoffs. I think this is my fourth year, so it feels like it's time to get it done and finish it out the right way.
As you guys prepare, the top sort of 8 guys invitation the same as last year, but new coach, is there any difference in preparation as you guys go through this week?
I mean, of course it's a different staff, but I'd say we're just as locked in as ever. I feel like the staff's done a great job preparing us, so I'm excited to get out there.
Tips had that binder, I guess. Playoff. Remember that?
Yeah.
Does Mike Brown have anything like that?
No, not the same type of stuff, but I mean, it's different staff, so we've been dialed in a lot of different handouts or film. It's a little more digital, I'd say.
The playoffs for you personally probably didn't end the way you wanted to last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a kind of redemption on your mind for how that is?
I mean, I'd say any year you don't win a championship, you should have a ambitious summer to finish off one of these seasons right with a championship. So for me, it's any year we didn't win it, I'm pulling from my second year, third year. I mean, I want to win a championship, not just for selfishly, but for the city, for the guys I fight with, for the staff that's helped us all year, and for the people behind the scenes.
What do you learn about Garden, Nikhil, Alexander Walker?
I mean, he's had an incredible year. I actually been watching him for quite some time. The way he's been able to, star in his role really well, and then he got a lot of opportunity. So I've been watching him a lot, and he's a guy that's really worked, and he's proven himself to be this type of player.
For you guys as a team, not just yourself, but you kind of moved up from conference semifinals, conference finals. How much does the way it ended in the disappointment last year stick with you guys from summer training camp through the season, and as you prepare for this, remembering what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I think we try not to look in the past in that sense of like, what did we necessarily do wrong? We're kind of focused more on like, this is our challenge this year. We're starting with Atlanta. They're not like Detroit, who we played last year. So we have to, figure out what we have to do to get this done in this series. And it starts with the first game. We have to take it step by step. We can't really pull from last year or look ahead. We have to be in the moment now.
What were your playoff experience? What do you think sacrificing means in the playoffs when you won?
I think it's about, doing your job and a little bit more. I feel like everybody's capable of doing their job, but what makes, great teams great is when guys can add a little bit more and, help somebody, that might have got back cut and they're there to, wall up or, deflect the ball out of bounds. It's about doing your job and a little bit more, in my opinion.
Do you think the jumper for you is fully back since that year?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, other than the soreness and pain that I have to deal with, I feel like I'm ready to compete and do whatever I have to do to win.
You mentioned how playoffs have been almost every year. Mitch is the one guy who's been around here since it was the 70s. Has he ever talked about that? Or
Yeah.
Just how different New York is now with that?
Absolutely. I mean, he's spent his whole adult life in New York, and he says, just the way the fans have always been good to him and always, been for the team. But, when you're winning, it's a lot better.
Everything that you the whole group did as far as the team focusing, practicing, getting ready for this game?
I thought we had a good week, yeah. Our guys were locked in, and they were focused, and I thought my coaches also, they were locked in, and they were fantastic with the prep.
The way that you guys were so successful in the fourth quarter in that last game, with the Congo guard Cat and the two-man game with Jones, do you expect them to make a defensive adjustment there?
Yeah, we've been cross-matched all year, and we imagine they'll go to that. which is, we faced a lot of different defenses, and so they may try to cross match. They may do some things different. We faced a box and one. We faced zone. So we feel like we're prepared for anything that they throw at us. So we're looking forward to that challenge.
Did you use your yelling?
No, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I know it's not professional of me, but they looked good when I just went in the kitchen. So I grabbed a cookie, and I took a bite, and a little bit of the cookie got caught in my throat. So no, I know. So yeah, because I was like, man, I need to hide the cookie. And then, so sorry, Derek. Sorry. So, but go ahead. Yeah. So I was just clearing my throat. I don't have any milk or water with me, but yeah. So I'm good. But
Do you guys, obviously, you talked about hypotheticals and adjustments you have to make those series, but when you go to game one, do you focus this week on them or on you guys doing what you do to the best of your ability?
it's a combination of both. Now obviously you respect what you've done all year, and that's why I said the neat part about it is we faced a lot of different things. We faced cross matches. We faced teams playing us the same. We faced zone. We faced box and one, and so to be able to have those different looks throughout the course of the year has helped us work on us. But you continue to understand what your strengths are, and you try to go to your strengths more than anything else, while focusing on some of the things that they may possibly do.
On the other end, on the defensive end, you feel Alexander Walker, when you had Miguel on and they hunted Jalen, how do you counteract kind of what he did in that game?
He was great, man. Just to watch, his evolution as a player to this point now has been one of the most intriguing stories in the league, in my opinion. You talk about most improved. I mean, he definitely should be up there for that. Where his game is now, he hit some tough shots, some amazing shots that he's more than capable of doing. And if he hits those shots again, you take your hat off to him and you say, great job. Now, obviously, you have to be ready to mix in more blitzes or some of this or some of that throughout the course of the series if he's going like that, which we will be ready for that stuff. But you take your hat off to him for improving the way that he has and for the game that he had in that game more than anything else, because he's trending upwards in terms of being a really high level player. More than anything else, you can't let the small things impact us. And the biggest small thing was their ability to offensive rebound as easily as they did against us. You have to try to eliminate those things because they do have players that are capable of going off, for 20, 25, 30 points. When you're talking about him, you're talking about CJ, you're talking about Jalen, and then Kuminga has done it every once in a while, not to the level that the other three guys have, but they have guys that can definitely go get it.
With your experience in the playoffs, what's the sacrifice mean when you look at the players that have to go through?
Will you say it one more time?
Sacrifice what it takes to be successful players.
Yeah, I feel like we have a group of selfless individuals, and you just got to go do whatever it takes to win. And what I mean by that is, if you're not getting a lot of shots, go offensive rebound, cut the score, run in transition, get a stop. There are plenty of ways that you can impact the game besides scoring, and that's the most obvious way to sacrifice for your team, is continue to try to find ways to help in little areas. Some of them may not even show up in the stat sheet, but trying to find those ways. And embrace them and do them at the highest of high levels to help your team win.
A couple more. In the past, the hack and mix has become more intensified in the playoffs. How do you plan to strategize? Like, you gonna leave them out there? Like, what is your plan for if they do that?
Yeah, we've talked about it, and we have different things in mind that we'll do, and a lot of it will come down to time and score and feel. But we understand that that's what teams may want to do, especially if our offense is clicking at that point in time.
And Landry, his first three-point shooting is kind of tailed off towards the end of the season, just in terms of efficiency. What do you see there? Do you think that a concern for you at all?
No, you know, both he and Deuce, they had missed extended time. Excuse me, due to injury, and you know, it's just about a matter of them getting into the flow. And you know, their last games, they shot it better than what they had been doing, and so we want them to continue to let it fly because we wholeheartedly believe in them as shooters, just like they believe in themselves.
Everybody healthy through the week, able to practice in full and OG full strength?
Yeah, everybody practice. Yeah.